second grade. So now we're on Wednesday for math. We're still working on word problems, and today's paper is going to have you solving two-step problems. So I'm going to do problem number 1 from your paper. I'm going to go ahead and read through it first and then start through my cube steps. So it says, Jack has 9 flowers to plant. He plants 2 flowers before lunch, then he plants 3 more after lunch. How many flowers does Jack have left to plant? So I'm going to go through my steps. I'm going to underline my question. How many flowers does Jack have left to plant? And now I'm going to box some clue words, and I see the words, how many does Jack have left? And I'm going to put that in a box because if he has some left, that's like saying it's the leftovers. So I know that the leftovers is going to be less than what he started with. So again, that tells me if I'm going to a number that's smaller than my starting number, then I'm probably going to use subtraction. And now I'm gonna go ahead and circle my key numbers. Since this is a two-step problem, I might need more than 2 numbers. So it says he has 9 flowers to plant, that's our starting number. He plants 2 flowers, so that's still talking about our flowers before lunch. Then he plants 3 more after lunch. So I think I still need to use this 3. So that's all of the numbers from our problem, so we didn't have any extra information there. And now I'm going to evaluate what type of problem is this. So I'm starting with 9, and then he plants some, and then he plants some more. And at the end, he has a few more left to plant. I just need to solve for that number. So that tells me that I'm gonna need to subtract. I'm starting with 9, and then as he plants them, I can subtract those numbers. So now I want to solve, and I know I need 2 different equations to solve this problem. So I'm gonna start with 9, and I'm gonna do the first step. He plants 2 flowers before lunch. So he started with 9, and then he planted 2. So I'm gonna subtract those 2 to figure out how many he had left. 9 minus 2 equals 7. So before lunch, he had 7 left to plant. After lunch, he plants 3 more. So now I'm going to take that 7, since he already did 2, and I'm going to subtract the 3 plants that he planted after lunch. 7 minus 3 equals 4. I've used all my numbers, so now I can go back to this problem. How many flowers does Jack have left to plant? It looks like he has 4 left to plant. So I'm gonna put that in my answer, but now I need to check and make sure this answer makes sense. So he has 4 flowers left to plant. He planted 3 after lunch, and he planted 2 before lunch. So now I'm gonna find out if all of these numbers equal 9 to figure out if my 4 made sense. 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9, so my answer does make sense. But I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna erase, and I'm actually gonna solve this problem a different way. So this way to solve the problem works really well. There's just another way I could have solved it as well, and you may have noticed it while I was working. So I'm gonna erase my work. I'm going to erase my answer and just see if I get the same answer if I solve it a different way. And I'm going to keep my work up here. So again, we know that he had 9 flowers. He planted 2 before lunch. He planted 3 more after lunch. So another way I could solve this problem is I could take the flowers that he's planted so far. So he planted 2 flowers before lunch, and then he planted 3 more. 2 plus 3 equals 5. So far he's planted 5 flowers. And now I can figure out how many he has left to plant by taking the total number of flowers he has, 9, and subtracting how many he's planted so far, 5. 9 minus 5 equals 4. So I still got 4 as an answer. So there you have 2 different ways to solve this problem.